Very good afternoon, respected madam and others. I'm Leena Chakraborty. I'm from Karigugli Textile Private Limited, and today my presentation topic is crafting for climate resilience. It is significant of handloom and handicraft aligning with the UN SDG 13 in the climate affected coastal community of Ghoramara Island. So we know the world as well as we are experience different changes of climate, and these changes of climate pattern is regularly happening not only for the coastal area but also in our regular lives. And also we know the nature basically has the balancing different technique, different strength, and enhancing different creativity and different its own style of own style of presentation, so that we can sustain, we can revolve, and we can sustain ourselves for the environment. So let's talk about our area, which is Ghoramara Island, which is known as the shrinking island of Sundarban. That island is actually part of Sagar Island, and this is the Sagar block of Sundarban, and it is also known as a mini alternative of Ganga Sagar. And this particularly island is actually it is a bigger in previous few years back, but due to different climate changes and continuous corrosion, it is the landscape is very little right now. And this particular area, the Ghoramara Island, it is actually covered for all area is covered by fully water, and this water, you can see it, the only the very minimum stage it is right now remaining, and this particular area is blocked by covered by the three river, that is the Bartala river and Hugli river, and as well as in the north position there is Maru Ganga river, and in the south position there is Bay of Bengal. And now our study area is that particular Ghoramara area, which is actually sinking in day by day by ocean due to the water level of ocean. And according to study, geographical study, that is recorded that the water level is increasing year by year and also day by day. And in the year 2024, we actually connected with one organization named as SEED, and that organization is working in that particular area, and we are connected with them, and our journey started. But year 2024, Karigugli even not started the journey because of different climate changes situation, and end of the 2024, we finally reached in the island and started our journey with the handloom and handicraft. So, we know the handloom and handicraft, which are actually craft, and that craft has its own potential, own strength, and own beauty. And through this craft, we actually have the only one objective. Through this crafting, we want to crafting the climate of Ghoramara Island, as well as our SDG 13 goal should be reached. So before starting our project in Ghoramara Island, we have go through different studies, and finally we developed some method. The method actually we name as bottom-up approach, adaptation and capacity building, and cultivating the resilience. And all those processes are actually interconnected, and particularly these are not any fixed method. Basically, on the basis of our study, our previous report, we are actually developed this method for particular that area of people. So finally, in the year 2020-25 month of January, we actually installed 2 loom, only 2 loom, because of there is much more difficulties to reach different parts of loom. So finally 2 loom reached there, and we have already trained 15 number sorry 15 number of locally women and for the handloom, and another 15 number of women for the crochet, which are very very handy for them. So with this we have started our journey. And for handloom, we are not using in any regular handloom pattern. We are using a handloom product which is actually that is actually bag, and that bag is totally made in loom only. And for this bag there is no requirement of any cutting, stitching, so the whole things can be come out from the loom as a final stage. So with this mission, we have started loom, and we are already get the first product. This is the loom on the board before the island, and this is the loom which are already reached. These the some photographs of training. These are the some photographs of crochet. The sample number A is initially they are already developed before the training, and they have very difficult mindset to adopt any other fiber, like they are using nylon and very coarser kind of nylon, and they are not very comfortable with the cotton and other things. So finally we are motivate them, develop another process to understand the skill development we already started, and finally these samples are come out from there within very short period of time, like 15-20 days. Within this period they are already developed, and that 15-20 days is not a regular things. I have visited only 3 or 4 days. So within that period of time they are developed this kind of fabric. And this is the bag. The full part of the bag actually developed in the loom only, and the middle portion crochet already additionally attached. So this kind of approach, so as a entrepreneur, my approach was actually to develop some ecosystem, to develop some carbon footprint level for the product, as well as the people of that particular coastal area, because it is already declared from the government level ki within another 8 or 10 years the land, that particular island already sink, and each and every day the some portion we are already observed some portion already corroded and erosion, due to erosion, high level of erosion, because there is the force of water is very strong, and it is very difficult to reach that particular island in a very frequently transport position is very tough. So the people there is very less kind of job. The migrated people are very high number, mostly old people are there, and they really need some support, because they don't want to leave that their motherland before the sink totally, like the Titanic. They want to stay on the last stage. So I decided to stand there with them and try to develop some product which may be support for their ecosystem, as well as the handloom and handicraft. There is some beauty also can be developed by them. So these are some references. For Ghoramara, there is very less number of paper, so I got one. That's so we are actually define our product for the customer base, and we find that our product is developing day by day in beautiful. Thank you.
So thank you, Lina. Thanks for taking us to all the way to Ghoramara and to show us that what some sort of nudging and outside help, how that can help a community and so. So I now open the floor for discussion. If anybody has any question, query, clarification, please. Any question?
That was a very nice presentation, Leena. I would like to ask you, how do you plan to reduce the carbon footprint there? Can you slightly elaborate?
For CO2 level, there is some kind of research already going on for the handloom, and according to that, we need to follow some steps and from the raw material to final product. So we are planned to there is some source of raw material, like some source of raw material from already cultivated in their land, which is already very useful for the dyeing purpose, and some kind of raw material which are already available, which may be used for the weaving purpose. So in that way, not for the several kind of product, but we have selected some product, and we will follow the carbon footprint rules which are already under process of research. So we are planning in that way.
Anybody else with a question, query, clarification?
Drove you to launch this topic? What was the inspiration?
That is very interesting. Actually, what happened few years back, just during the COVID time, my father actually suddenly there is some health issues. So doctor said ki this is the 4th stage of kind of cancer, and that not be possible to survive another 3 months. So most of the doctor told me that. So my father is, me and my father is from the weaving area, so community. So I have, that time I started my PhD. So on that particular area, somehow I survived my father, and still he is very good and well. And on that time, my father learned me one lesson, that is ki, from the last day, if you are survived for the last day, you can survive very happily if there is any chances of living any simple species. So you can live very unique way. So when I visited first journey during first visit Ghoramara Island, I have seen the beauty, the life on that particular land. The people are so nice. One of them already came here for the stall. You can talk with her. So that land is so wonderful. And another thing, after complete my PhD, my father was very happy, and my mother said ki doctor responsibility is something illness kind of thing. So what are you doing? You are doing business. There some patient, to them you need to recover. So that is my inspiration, my father and mother only. Thank you so much.
Any question? Any more question? Leena, may I take the advantage of sitting here and asking you? What I understand that you have trained some people.
Yes, ma'am.
You have set up the loom, and they are producing this bag, and I don't understand that whether this crocheting thing is coming with the bag or that is taken as a separate product. And then what about the sustainability of this particular thing? Being an economist, I always look things in terms of forward and backward linkages. So what is the source of their raw material, that is the yarn and other things, and how do you plan for marketing all these things?
Yes. So first of all, the crochet part, actually they are initially they are stitch it with the nylon, so they are not very comfortable. So starting with the very inferior quality. So the back part is not part of crochet. This is the another part, and they said there is only 2 loom. So the interesting people are much more. So I thought ki other people is just standing and watching. So let's start with something else. So I was find out ki they are already interested in crochet. Someone is carrying something, so I started with this. 2 things parallelly happening, so the people is not gossiping, they are working in this particular area. And another thing you said about the raw material and other things. So in this regard, actually we are already developed some land, and that particular land actually we are planning for some kind of raw material, so that from that raw material also not garment but the mat and other things can be produced.
You're planning to produce cotton there?
No, not cotton, some kind of grass, some kind of straw kind of things which are very useful for the sustainable mat and other things which are already very weather friendly for that particular area, already available.
Okay.
So we will use all of them.
And taking the products to market, you will do that?
Yes, right now I am doing that, and
you plan to do that?
yes.
Okay. So thank you, Lina. Thanks for a very interesting presentation in an interesting locality.
Thank you.
So let me invite
Thank you so
Amrita.
much.
Amrita Banerjee from Netaji Nagar College.
Excuse me.
There's a slideshow, you can move like this, okay? So this for forward, this for back.
Okay, fine. Good afternoon, all the eminent speakers, honorable guests, and my dear students. Myself, Amrita Banerjee from Netaji Nagar Day College, and I'm here to present a paper on entrepreneurial initiatives for plastic waste management and reduction with special emphasis on microplastics. Now, as we are approaching the 2030 agenda of UN SDGs, combating plastic pollution, plastic waste is a serious threat and immediate concern for all the nations put together across our Mother Earth, blue planet. Now, in order to combat plastic pollution, we first need to understand what plastic pollution is. So plastic pollution is the accumulation of synthetic plastic products caused by irresponsible littering of non-biodegradable, toxic, single-use or other forms of plastic products in the environment. And nowadays, plastics have become essential due to our modern lifestyles, due to their long-term durability, lightweight, low cost, and these 3 factors adds to their wide-scale absorption as a packaging material. Microplastics are solid synthetic particles or polymeric matrices of less than 5 mm, and they are insoluble in water, I would like to add to it, and one of the greatest contributors of environmental pollution. As we all know that plastic waste is very fastest growing issue, and in all perspective it demands crucial collaborative efforts to mitigate this problem. And if they are not treated properly, it ends up in water bodies, ultimately adding to marine pollution, disrupting marine ecosystem. Now, the 3 factors that I've mentioned, like production, disposal, and degradation of plastics, they release greenhouse gases, subsequently leads to global warming, and also releases microplastics, which is again a serious threat. Some fast facts in this journey that I have come across are, India is having a population of more than 1.4 billion, which generates 26,000 tons of plastic waste every day, which is equivalent to 26,000 small cars. Plastic waste is one of the most pressing issues in India, with only 8% of plastics being recycled. And India tops in plastic pollution rankings, that it is number 1, emitting one-fifth of the total global plastic waste and generates 9.3 million tons per year, which is far exceeding the previous estimates. The Supreme Court of India very recently has mentioned that on 24th February, Monday 2025, that Supreme Court has stated that segregation of garbage should start at home, and it is very vital practice for the well-being of the environment. In nowadays also the households, in many cases bio-waste is mixed with plastics, and the court has directed the Central Pollution Control Board to submit a report on impact of the waste to energy projects on the environment. Now, the objectives of this study being to encapsulate how entrepreneurial ventures are being undertaken by environment-conscious individuals, firstly to mitigate the existing plastic waste, and secondly to replace the plastic materials with other various alternative, natural, biodegradable, viable alternatives to substitute plastics. The methodology that I've used is secondary data extracted from various websites or in online sources, journals, blogs, and this is basically a descriptive study which intends to document the few entrepreneurial initiatives which is adopted specifically in Indian context to mitigate as well as to manage plastic waste and microplastic release in the environment. Now, to manage this plastic waste, to address these alarming issues, the circulatory plastic waste can be increased. Hence, a circular economy approach can prevent plastics from polluting the environment. A roadmap which comprises of 7 strategies has been developed in consultation with industry, government, community, which suggests that by 2035, 2/3 of plastic consumption could be directed to recycling, with special emphasis on abandoning single-use plastics, the SUPs, improving air quality, reducing the greenhouse emissions by 20 to 50%, and thereby aiming at a zero plastic economy. Now, what I was talking about was the circular economy. This is the 7th strategy of the circular economy roadmap. The 7th strategy with their proper explanations like circular design and production, which means making proper designs of products and processes so that the wastage is minimized and promoted, recycling facilities are promoted. Investment infrastructure means developing the facilities to tackle effectively the waste management should be proper through recycling centers, collection systems, and sorting technologies. Improved recycling capability means accelerating the process of recycling, so that we can get a significant amount of plastic waste recovery, which we can again transform into processing, and thereby we can use it in some useful commodities. Consistent compliance, actually we have a lot of waste management practices, different policies formulated, but strict and smooth compliance not only by individuals, business as well as industries are required for fulfilling the global environment objectives. Commercial viability of techniques, actually techniques which are very specific, which are very relevant technologies for recycling. At the same time, they should be environmentally effective and economically feasible. Uptaking of secondary materials, that is creating bigger markets, better markets for recycled products through promoting and encouraging the use of materials that have been recycled, repurposed for making them financially viable. Sustainable consumption, that is promoting consumption habits that are healthy, that is economic friendly as well, with wiser options or choices of products with less packaging around so that we can reduce the demand of plastics. Now, some of the international initiatives that I have come across are Global Plastic Action Partnership is the world's largest initiative combating plastic pollution with 25 countries, and in this current year of 2025 impacting over 1.5 billion people. Researchers from Hokkaido universities have taken up this drive to create recyclable yet steady plastic from plant cellulose. Now, these plastics are a little having high rigidity, so they are less likely to be molded into plastic bags and more likely to be molded into high performance materials like optical, electronic, and biomedical applications. Another initiative like Bureau, which is co-founded by David Stover, California-based startup, which turns plastic waste into very usable items. What they do is they collect discarded and unwanted fishing nets from the local fisheries communities, and then they clean and recycle those fishing nets into a product which they call as Net Plus. And then they use this Net Plus product in manufacturing other things which they sell in the market, like t-shirts, sunglasses, frisbees, skateboards, and variants of hats. TerraCycle, another initiative by Tom Zeki, which was driven by the idea of reusing and recycling of things which are difficult to recycle, helping thereby to reduce the overall waste footprint. So they have their own recycling facilities, recycling schemes, and they aim at zero waste packaging boxes for use. The next one is an example of Kumal Sosunto Happy Circle, which is the first of its kind to have a refill delivery network that offers everyday cleaning products in reusable bottles. And this basic initiative was taken to curb the use of sachet-based items, as these sachet-based items are very difficult to be recycled. Researchers now they are also exploring about technologies that can remove and eradicate microplastics, nanoplastics from water, soil, air, and make it pollution-free world through different effective pollution control measures, like through advanced filtration. Now, certain national initiatives that I've come across are the state of Himachal Pradesh government, the government there has made a pact with non-recyclable plastic waste co-processing, and they have signed the MOU with Ultratech Cement Limited on 23rd Feb 2025 to address this pressing issue of non-recyclable plastic waste. And thereby, as we understand, it gives a great impetus on achieving the clean and green Himachal Pradesh, and moreover to handle the non-recyclable plastic waste in a sustainable manner. Now, here I've taken the success story of...
Amrita, 5 minutes.
Okay, that's really short, okay. Entrepreneurs who have taken up initiatives in our country, like Siddharth A.K. with his two friends, have formed Carbon and Whale. It's a clean tech startup in 2022, and what they have done, they have taken plastics and they have converted them into interlocked paver tiles, public benches, plant pots, earrings, keychains, and their major USP is being no wear and tear, no rusting. Additionally, these can again be further recycled. Now, their success story is like they have started and they have transformed 10,000 kgs of plastic waste into utilities, saving the planet from polluting the landfills. And they have also received a grant of 15 lakhs from Kerala Startup Mission and Kerala State Industrial Corporation. Another example of two brothers, Vikas Kumar and Rahul Vasuki, they have also aimed of transferring 100 tons of plastic waste into sustainable and fashionable furniture. What they have done is they have transformed these plastic into plastic sheets, which actually resemble like premium marbles, and these can be utilized in manufacturing different kind of furnitures. The success story is that they have received generating monthly revenue of 10 lakhs, and very powerful renowned brands like Tata, Adidas, BMW, they have partnered with them. K. Shankar and his son Senthil, they have started Sriranga Polymers in Tamil Nadu with a clothing brand Ecoline, and they have been doing it by recycling over 15 lakh bottles daily to get sustainable, stylish apparels, which ranges between 500 to 6,000 rupees. They have gone through these 5 steps, and their success story is being like annual revenue of 12 crore with a steady customer base around the adjacent states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. And to cite their success story, in February 2023, our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was also seen in the blue sadri jacket by that. Now, this study entails the transforming into trash, transforming the trash into treasure. Basically, it comprises of 3 important steps, that is the cleanup drives, meticulous collection, and sorting of plastic waste. Actually, they are entering before the recycling process, whereby they are again broken down into some plastic components which are being manufactured in some other components. Now these initiatives are there, but they again release some microplastics in the environment. So we have to think about certain initiatives which gives alternative to plastics, which have taken up as plastic replacement initiatives. Like Nazozer has used corn husk to replace plastic pouches to prepare chocolate wrappers, cup plates, bags, banners, and with an intention to reduce the plastic waste and provide a sustainable product for the farmers as well. He has sold more than 1,000 items daily, and his work has been recognized by IIT Patna and supported by Bihar Startup Program. Nivedita has also taken up an initiative by using and started it as Ataware Biodegradable Private Limited in 2019, using wheat flour, jaggery, bajra, jowar and corn to make edible cutlery. That means all the cups, plates, spoons, they are having a shelf life of 6 months, and they are also available in different flavors like strawberry, vanilla, cardamom, tulsi, etc. So basically this initiative aims at to curb the wide usage of SUP and thermocol cutleries. Selling over 9.5 lakhs per week, it has prevented 90 tons of plastics from entering the landfills and saved around 3.5 lakhs liters of water and provided 6,000 days of equivalent of employment to workers even during the pandemic session. Another initiative like Mohammad Azhar Moinuddin, he has he has taken the initiative of bioreform in 2022 at an early age of 22, whereby he has started producing eco-friendly, biodegradable, compostable bags, but decomposes within 180 days. And he has used all the natural ingredients like corn waste, cellulose, sugar, natural components to create these sustainable biopolymers. Now, he has manufactured over 4 to 5 lakh bags, and in the past 2 years, it replaced over 6 billion plastic bags and generated a revenue of 1.8 crore in 2023. Another last instance of this entrepreneurship is Shiva Manjesh, who has germinated the idea of substituting the plastic straw with eco-friendly straws which are made up of castor stems. And these fresh castor stems can be used up to 10 times, whereas the dried ones can be used for 6 months. And these are very eco-friendly straws, and he has also distributed 1,000 castor straws for the vendors for free in Kerala. Now, certain recommendations that I have provided here, like lifestyle modifications, change in habits, careful disposal, conscience together can actually reduce the consumption and production of plastic waste. Again, segregation of waste is an issue which should be handled with utmost care, with proper intervention, so that it starts at the very beginning. Otherwise, it results into consequence failures in curbing the plastic waste pollution. As for an example, I've come across that the NCR states of Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan shows a sluggish percentage of segregation of waste at home. Sincere efforts can be undertaken to maximize the waste to energy projects, and so that we can have less of plant debris on our Mother Earth. To address this issue of non-recyclable plastic waste management, the government also should be a little proactive for making pacts with those organizations which are actually involved in co-processing of these non-recyclable waste, plastic waste. Now, plastic waste can be converted into various items which are conventional, again unconventional, and we can also think about something like judicially using the natural resources and conserving those natural resources where we can use the plastic resources, because natural resources are again very scarce. So we can be a little wise in adopting these, what resource we actually should use to form these conventional and non-conventional articles. Next is otherwise we have many materials which we add on to our throwaway list. They are discarded. We can use these things like corn husk, as I've taken. Okay. Just, can I just cite one last line? Before. Just one line that I would like to stress upon on the work, that a world without plastic is beyond our expectation and imagination, but our sincere efforts can significantly curtail its negative impacts to foster sustainability. Thank you.
So thank you, Amrita. Now the paper is open for discussion. Please, if you have any question, query, clarification, please. No question? No question, nothing? Then let me take the privilege of sitting in a chair.
Yes, ma'am, please.
And I just like to tell you that we also have plastic recycling and furnitures and paver block from plastic being made within the Dhapa dumping ground. There is a company within the Dhapa ground, I forgot the name, Eco something, and they are doing it for 5 or 6 years. So that's
Okay.
nearer home. Nearer home, they are producing excellent things. That
ma'am.
is the first one. And the second one is that when plastic is being produced, there is no ban in producing plastic, then you cannot ban its use.
No,
but
we cannot.
there should be organized efforts for recycling and upcycling. What we generally do, even with segregation of waste, we generally throw our biodegradable waste in the bin with a plastic bag.
Yes, ma'am.
With
That
a
is
plastic bag.
yes.
So that's a problem. That's the main problem. That's our mindset and others. Anyway, I think it's a preliminary paper on your part.
Yes, ma'am. It's just
So
preliminary.
I would.
I'm yet to explore the other areas. and
Yes.
What exactly what is happening with the recycled ones and suggestive studies on that.
And that's why I told you that there is a company doing the same thing in Kolkata itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Kolkata
I'll get to
itself,
it.
they have their factory within the Dhapa dumping ground itself.
Okay, okay.
They are taking the KMC waste, what is coming to the Dhapa ground. Usually, what happened before that, the rag pickers took the plastics and they sold it somewhere. They do some sort of recycling. As I am going to Dhapa ground for about 40 years, I see that they are making ropes and other things in a very rudimentary way. But now this plastic is going to that company and they are doing it. They have furnitures, they have pots for gardening and others, and also different types of just blocks and others, so that you can make use of that. So you can explore with them that how
Yes,
they are
ma'am,
doing
certainly.
it and
Thank you,
what
thank
type
you
of
for your suggestion.
marketing channel they are using.
Okay.
And they are directly selling it to different companies and others, to college canteens where the furniture is quite cheap than
Yes.
the wooden
These
and other
furnitures
things.
are quite cheap.
Yes,
They are within
yes,
the
yes.
feasible limits.
So you can explore that.
Yes, ma'am,
Again,
surely.
thank you for taking up a very unconventional thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So let me call the last presenter, Mr. V. Ravi from Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Now, respected chairperson, all the presenters, I thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to present this topic on sustainable entrepreneurship. So, as far as my research is concerned, I am basically in the area of the operations management, and I had done in the area of the supply chain and other aspects. So, my interest in this entrepreneurship actually occurred when the institute asked me to offer the course on the entrepreneurship. And then I started linking both this operations management and also this entrepreneurship into this account. And so this is my preliminary research. So there might be some limitations. So So this is my brief view on this particular topic. So regarding this particular topic, I just want to just highlight what had happened in the early 1970s. In the 1970s, when the business organizations were actually working upon, they were actually looking upon three important concepts on the quality, cost, and time. We call it as the QCT paradigm. So for the benefit of the people, for example, if you want to have a high quality product, definitely the cost increases. Similarly, whenever we have to have the time has to be increased, the cost also increases. So we were able to actually control only two variables at any particular point of time in this business. So at that point of time, the Japanese companies came with the concept and they were able to actually control all these three parameters. They were able to give a better quality, they were able to give a affordable economical cost, and also they were able to come with the new products at a lower point of time. This same thing we are actually seeing in the 2000 in the concept of this sustainable entrepreneurship. So whenever we see this sustainable entrepreneurship, the ultimate aim of an entrepreneurship is to make profits. That is there. So at the same, so otherwise the business cannot sustain on its own. He has to take risks. Also, when we look at he also has to look at the environmental point of view, sustainability. Sustainability itself, as you can see, let me go to this particular topic, is concerned with meeting the present and the future generations. It is more than going the green. Also, we have the three concepts. We all of us know that the economic, the environment, and the social issues. So all these three concepts, when we look at, so it looks at minimizing the raw material, minimizing the energy, minimizing the water, minimizing the waste to actually to have the effect on the planet, people, and the profit. So we are seeing the same thing with respect to the sustainable entrepreneurship also, that we have to be sustainable, having all these three concepts, and also being the profit. That is a major concern. So as we can see, entrepreneurship involves looking at the emerging customer needs, what is the various trends which are actually available in the market. Now, they have to satisfy the unsatisfied customer needs and find out new methods for manufacturing. That might lead to a technological change, and also it might lead to higher productivity and the profit for the firm and the organization as a whole. Now, so these two terms combined, we have the sustainable entrepreneurship, and that balances all the economic, social, environmental aspects into account. Now, what are the challenges here? Addressing the concept of sustainability, being profitable, and also being sustainable also. So with the main objective was what are the various steps to be followed by the entrepreneurs for arriving at this sustainable entrepreneurship. I would be analyzing one case company with primarily with respect to the Tesla, which all of us are familiar on how they have done this sustainable entrepreneurship, and also come with the implications of this research. So literature reviews that for an entrepreneur, motivation, intention, knowledge, skills, all are required. Also, they have to look at the societal and environmental concepts. People's attitude also relates to this sustainable entrepreneurship. Now, one of the main things that we see from the literature is also different sectors of the industries might need distinct solutions. There is no single solution that will actually fit for all. So that is one of the things that the literature says. Also, innovation is the key. Increasing the shareholder value. Education, the universities also have a major important part in imparting these sustainability issues. So the methodologies that I followed for this study is actually the case study, which primarily includes the sources from the secondary data. from the websites of the company, and then I have tried to form this particular steps and then find how they have analyzed these areas. So, with respect to the case study, it is an approach by which you can look at the various depth of the particular topic. These are some of the literature on that. So, what are the various steps which are to be followed? One is have a purpose and vision. So, this is one of the major things with respect to the any concern, that what is your primary vision by which you are going to start the company. What is the USP or the sustainable value proposition that we are actually going to give it? And are you going to be ethical and efficient in your ways in which you are going to manufacture? And financial sustainability. Then the next is the innovation, the various stakeholders, and lastly measuring the impact and the accountability. So the purpose, you can see that it all starts with the clear vision. The investor should understand that apart from the profit, also the environment is also important. So if you look at this Tesla as an example, their the vision itself was to accelerate the global change with respect to sustainable energy. So this was their main vision on which they actually took part. So it took for them nearly 10 years for them to be profitable, but still they sustained, and then they started the various models. So initially, before the advent of this Tesla, people thought that the electric cars were not that good. The range was not that with respect to the fossil fuels. So all this changed with this particular vision of the Tesla. And reducing the environmental impact also happened because of this. So every business should have the USP. So similarly, the sustainable entrepreneurship should have a sustainable value proposition on which they are actually going to work. So likewise, with respect to the case study that we had, they were trying to look at the various range of the customers. They offered eco-friendly solutions that combined energy efficiency, modern design, recharging, which is the main important part with respect to the electric vehicles, and also the excellent performance. Apart from this, they went more into the value chain by producing the sustainable energy like the solar energy, like home batteries and solar panels for the range of goods. So efficient and ethical operations. Now, how apart in this sustainability, how the companies are going to perform efficiently and effectively, and how they are actually ethical in reporting their various things with respect to the carbon footprint or how much energy they have used. So these have to be effectively be brought to the various people. Now, they have done a lot of things with respect to the waste. Now, another gigafactory architecture is one of the things which is actually which lowers the transport emissions. Now, closed loop. Now the another thing is that with respect to the ethical operations, there have been some issues with respect to that. So there have been many places where there have been some anti-union policies and poor working conditions are there with respect to this particular company. So financial sustainability.
3 minutes.
Yes, madam?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yes, madam. So they should focus on the sustainable to be in the long run. So the Tesla has actually shown us how a sustainable entrepreneurship can both be financially be stable and also that you are going to be environmental friendly as well. Innovation and adaptability, they have to be relevant, they have to stay in the market. Better R&D research, obviously they have done good innovations with respect to the technology. Now the battery technology that innovated, which were the key to the electric vehicles, they are also on the advanced stage of testing the autonomous driving solutions as well. Stakeholder engagement, this is so all the people with respect to the supply chain and also the stakeholders should actually be taken into consideration. Now, it is publishing the sustainability reports, freely sharing development and encouraging the customers alongside. All these are important things with respect to having the people. Now, there are some issues where the Tesla has to improve upon this. The delayed, or the main issue with respect to that is the repair and the warranty issues, where they have to improve. It has drawn criticism. Now, some legal issues, environmental regulations, labor standards, and safety of autopilot, these are some issues where they had some issues. So, measuring the impact is another important thing. We can only improve what we can actually measure, as the saying goes. So, various measures of sustainability, like the carbon dioxide emissions, what is the trash that are giving to the landfills, all those things are a very important part. So, with respect to the Tesla, they had made notable progress on this. They have started recycling initiatives also as well, and supply chain openness. But as this, like other companies like Apple and other things, they are not actually publishing the various sustainability reports as it need to be. So this needs...
1 minute, please. Please wind up.
Yeah. Also, third-party information from the Tesla is actually lacking. So these are the results, that implications, those companies that value is one of the main important things of the sustainable entrepreneurship. Brand value can be increased. Now, one important thing is that the entrepreneur should focus upon the long-term advantages rather than the short-term initiatives. This is one of the important things. Government and legislators should actually encourage the sustainability in the form of the various subsidies and taxes. Limitations. Now, this study has concentrated only upon the case study with also the automobile company. Different areas might need different things to actually look at. Now, more studies are required to pinpoint the various benefits with respect to the different legal systems in different countries. So, these are some things. Future research, many sectors could actually be analyzed. We are only concentrated upon the transport sector. Also, primary data can be obtained from the various sources in the Indian context, to see what is the thing which is actually happening. Though there are some Indian companies which are following, the company ITC is actually following some of these concepts, but many of the companies have to actually come up with this and then report all these things. So these are some of the references. Yeah, thank you.
So thank you. Achha, we have only 2 minutes left for this session. So very quick question. If you have any quick question on the presentation, please.
So I don't know. Hi, thank you for your talk.
Yeah.
So you focused on Tesla, and I'm not sure if you've been following the news coming out of the U.S., right? With Musk, who is now, head of the
Yeah,
department.
there are some issues.
Yeah. So Tesla stock plunged. So you talked. One of your slides was about the shareholders and the different stakeholders. So now, how do you think you can incorporate that into your analysis? Because the stock has plunged because people are boycotting. Some people are setting Teslas on fire in the car sale lots. So I found it interesting because Tesla is a model for EVs, right, for electric vehicles. But now it is so, for many people in the U.S., Tesla has become a symbol of, anyway, it has become a sort of a flashpoint. Let us just say it's a flashpoint, and the stock has plunged. So that's my question.
Yeah. So combining the sustainability and also the environmental aspects is actually a big challenge. So Tesla at that particular point was able to combine both, and then they were able to come with a sustainable model, and also which was actually acceptable to the people. So that is one thing, one of the strength. And as the saying goes, that though there are two sides of a coin here, so when they have to have, with respect to the various stakeholders and also with respect to the reporting aspects, these had to be improved. And I think in when the time goes, all these things will actually go on, when this actually improves, and when various other companies also try to follow. So these things will actually improve in the long run when they actually go, madam.
Any other question or query? Anything? So, thank you, Dr. Ravi, for a very nice presentation and
Thank you,
for surely taking us to a world where profit doesn't mean the only thing, but also sustainability. Thank you, and thanks to the audience for very lively questions and others. So, again,
Thank you to all the paper presenters for presenting and giving us such wonderful insights on sustainability and entrepreneurship. A special thank you to our chairperson for helping us and giving such insightful insights. Now I would like to call upon the stage the paper presenters for receiving their certificates, and I will request Dr. Chatterjee to hand them over. First, I would like to call upon the stage Leena Chakraborty, ma'am. Next, I would like to call upon the stage Amrita Banerjee, ma'am. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to call upon V. Ravi, sir. Thank you so much. Now I would like to hand over the stage to Payal Mitro ma'am for further conduction of the program.
Okay, after this inspiring session that we had, I would now welcome Ms. Atri Mitro, the Program Manager of EWG India, to conduct the Student Entrepreneurship presentation for EWG Cohort 2.0. So I would request ma'am to kindly take up the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to the midterm presentations of Empowering Women Globally Cohort 24-25. At Empowering Women Globally, we believe that empowering women entrepreneurs is not just about providing resources. It's about creating a strong support system, fostering knowledge sharing, and building networks that drive long-term success. A very unique model of this entire program, which we are celebrating for the past 1 week right now, is the model of student entrepreneur volunteer program, where the students are matched with entrepreneurs, where they work for 1 year together, and these students are more than just volunteers. They are creating sustainable change. They work closely with these entrepreneurs to provide insights, innovative solutions, and hands-on support that strengthens businesses and communities. Through this experience, they not only enhance their own knowledge of social entrepreneurship, but also ripple that learning across their networks, multiplying the impact of this program. Today, we will hear about these student volunteers as they share their experiences till now, what they have learned, the challenges that they have faced, and how they are contributing to the growth of these businesses. The stories are a testament to the power of collaboration, education, mentoring in creating sustainable change. Because empowering women globally, the tagline is through education and entrepreneurship. Before we begin with the presentations, I would like to extend a warm, special welcome to our distinguished guests today, these iconic women-led leaders who represent the strength and diversity of our local business ecosystem. We are honored to have with us Ms. Sushmita Roy, representing Bengal Jewelry. We are honored to have Shalini Biswas, Ms. Shalini Biswas, Managing Director of Easy Note Private Limited. Ms. Koil Ghosh, Director of Calcutta Waterworks Infrastructure Private Limited. Ms. Orpita Mitro, Director of DTDC Express Limited. Ms. Shunita Sastry from Peoria, Illinois. Their leadership and success inspire us, and their presence here underscores our shared commitment to fostering female entrepreneurship and business excellence. Now let's move on to our first student volunteer who have been working closely with our enterprise named the Twirl Store. The Twirl Store is an award-winning social enterprise that focuses on reducing fabric wastage and empowering women. The brand envisions a sustainable retail ecosystem that benefits both society and environment. Please, Konkana, I would like to take up the stage. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Imagine a world where every purchase you make contributes to the planet instead of harming it. Sounds interesting, right? Let's make it reality. Together, let's create a world where every purchase gives back. Myself, Kankana Paul, presenting Twirl Store, a social initiative founded by Sujata Chatterjee to benefit society and environment with their upcycle eco-friendly product. To showcase few of them, here are the products. What sets Twirl Store apart from others is their commitment to support rural women, uplift them, and most importantly, empower them, not only with a livelihood, but with a sense of pride regarding the work they are doing. To see how the business function, let's delve into the business model canvas. So the value proposition offered by Twirl Store comprises of eco-friendly products, keeping the sustainable idea above all. Cost effective. Why cost effective? Because whenever we go and buy a product from market, we spend a whole lot of money. But in Twirl Store, you can give your discarded material, we will take that and we will convert into a product, and by doing that, you will have that personal touch of your own fabric. Next comes customizable. So in Twirl Store, whenever we get an order, we ask for the preference color palette and the design, so that whoever is buying that product finds a connection of individuality, because that's what defines him or her. Next comes the waste reduction. As the product showcases, you will have a notebook there where you can see the seeds are embedded. So once even you're done writing the diary, you can take those paper and in the soil, if you put them, a new life comes out of it. So definitely Twirl Store ensure that there is zero waste, and everything we do, we can recycle and we give them our future. And obviously, as I said, community support is a big idea that actually makes us different from other by giving them those rural women an opportunity to come forward. To give this value proposition, Twirl Store take products or the waste fabric from logistic companies, organization, and corporates. And then after taking it, our key resources are the craftswomen who take those products and they start sorting it. After sorting it, it is important to segregate those waste based on the various product line. We have total 5 product line. And these waste products or the discarded materials are now segregated. And then we give the design and the final operation part of it comes into the picture. After doing everything, it's important that these products are available to the customers or the consumer. We sell through the bulk orders. That's for the bulk orders are for the businesses where we go for the gifts purposes and everything. Next, we have our online retail presence and also the offline retail presence. How we ensure the customer relationship? We ensure that the various certification we get from Government of India and other organizations across the country, with that, to us to develop our trust building with the consumer so that they know where they should come or land up next time when they need something of a sustainable product. Moving ahead to my intervention, when I started with Tour Store, it was already in a good momentum. My work was to focus on the social media, to boost the social media presence. So I started with making posters. Why posters? Something different that will be eye-catching and so that people are aware of what they should, why it is so important. And then I started interacting with the consumers, whereby I understood the potential customer base and the product gap. And then for market expansion, I involved myself writing various blog writing and other things so that the other people are also aware of it. Moving to the digital presence, I did work on the SEO so that Tour Store is always the first option whenever the concern is sustainability. With the last slide, talking about future, why it is important to move out the boundaries. So Tour Store already works on the principle of circular economy, where the waste material are reused and repurposed. But industrial symbiosis gives it another dimension, so that waste of one industry become resource for the another. Future connection, so that sustainability is, we are doing at our best, but it's important we promote the sustainable fabric to other organizations as well, so that they incorporate that in the supply chain and we make a bigger impact. To wrap up, it is important to have that inter-organizational relation so that we have that synergic effect towards our dream too. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you, Kankana. Moving on to our next team, Mohammad Afzal and Simran Gupta, I would like to invite you on the stage. They have been working with Mukta Studio Pottery. Mukta Studio is an eco-friendly brand that creates handcrafted ceramics, pottery, and handicrafts. Beyond just selling products, they are deeply invested in teaching and preserving their art and culture.
Hello. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Simran Gupta, and I am the student volunteer for Mrs. Mukta Dejana. I am honored to be working with her and know about her passion for ceramics and pottery products. Joining today with me is my co-volunteer Afzal Ali. Together we will be sharing you the story of Mukta Studio Pottery and her mission to create sustainable and unique pottery products.
Thank you, Simran. My name is Afzal Ali. I am co-volunteer of Mukta Dejana. So now I am presenting about the business of Mukta Studio Pottery. Mukta Studio Pottery is a unique and innovative business venture founded by Mrs. Mukta Dejana, specializing in ceramics and pottery and handicrafts. The studio is dedicating to creating handcrafted and ceramics products that blend traditional artistry with sustainability product and modern design. The studio's mission is to explore creativity, resilience, empowerment through the world of pottery and culture. Now I'm moving to my friend Simran to explain the next slides.
Thank you, Afzal. Mukta Studio Pottery's business model canvas is built around creating handcrafted and unique pottery designs. She also customizes for five-star hotels, and she supports cultural heritage. Our key activities include manufacturing and customizing pottery products and educating rural artisans through NGO Mythica Art Foundation. Since our involvement with studio, we have been working on refreshing the brand identity, redesigning the Instagram page, and also creating and developing content marketing strategy for her. We have also attended exhibitions, NIF juries, and 5-star hotels to document her work. Moving forward, we plan to continue posting regularly on her social media pages, introducing new product lines, and organizing more exhibitions and pottery classes and workshops. Thank you.
So the last is conclusion. Mukta Studio Pottery is not just about crafting premix, it is about reviving traditional pottery, empowering artisans, and promoting handmade craftsmanship in a world dominated by mass production. Through passion and education, Mukta Dejana has built a business that celebrates creativity and sustainability and making a meaningful impact in the world of handicraft. Thank you for taking the time to know about Mukta Studio Pottery. We are excited to be a part of this journey and contribute to the success of these studios. I had like to thank Empowering Women Globally and Mrs. Mukta Dejana for this opportunity. Together we look forward to sharing more about the story of Mukta Studio Pottery with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Simran and Afzal. In the meantime, I would like to welcome Ms. Nilima ma'am, founder of Nokshi Enterprise. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. Yes. Moving on to the next team, our next presenter is Chandradeep Gupta, who has been working with Mariam Enterprise. This woman-led business specializes in handcrafted decorative resin art. Their focus is on creativity, sustainability, and empowering women entrepreneurs. Chandradeep, you may start. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chandradeep Gupta, presenting Mariam Enterprise, founded by Reshma Chaudhary. We create Islamic calligraphy and resin arts, handcrafted high-quality pieces that bring meaning and beauty to any spaces. Could you please? Yeah. We work with trusted suppliers and strong logistics to keep the things running smoothly. Our main activities include art creation, inventory management, marketing, and quality control. Our customers come from Instagrams, word of mouth, and referrals. Our products are special because they offer personalization, durability, and made from eco-friendly materials. Could you please change? As any growing business, we also have some challenges: limited reach, falling sales, and unclear brand identity. We solve this by improving our social media, redefining our brand offerings, and repositioning our brand image. In the few next months, we plan to expand to new cities and build a strong digital presence. We also plan to partner with interior designers and corporate clients to reach a wider audience. As we grow, we plan to build long-lasting business relationships and make Mariam Enterprise a trusted brand. Jitesh. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you so much, Chandradeep. Moving on to our next presentation, now we have Aditya Poddar, who have been collaborating with Luke's Leaving. It is a premium textile brand that supports a lot of artisans in West Bengal and has been exporting to multiple countries. Aditya, you can take it forward. Yeah.
Oh, very good afternoon to everyone. So I'll start with the quote which my entrepreneur says and believes in. Let's change the world one cloth at a time. This is not just a tagline, but a vision and a mission my entrepreneur, Madhumita Sarkar Goha, is striving for. She saw that the Bengal rich culture and heritage was fading and identified a huge market gap. To preserve the legacy and empower the artisans of Bengal, Luke's Living was born in 2016 with a mission to bridge the gap between the world and Bengal's rich heritage and bringing traditional craftsmanship with modern elegance. Luke's Living ensures that every piece tells a story of heritage, sustainability, and empowerment. Moving next. Talking about my business model, Luke's Living is not just about textile, but it's about creating a sustainable ecosystem where craftsmanship thrives. Our business model is built on strong partnership with the local artisans, in-house NFT designers, and global buyers from Japan, USA, Australia, and beyond. By focusing on ethical, sustainable, and slow fashion, Luke's Living ensures that handcrafted textiles like jamdani, hand batak, and kathi embroidery finds a place in high and international market. Our key activities includes designing, manufacturing, and quality control, ensuring premium products that resonates with our value proposition. Through B2B partnerships, digital branding, and international trade fairs, we expand our reach. Luke's Living generates revenue through strategic partnerships, direct B2B sales, and global exports. Moving ahead to the next slide. Building a brand is not just about product, it's about storytelling, strategically and visibility. When I joined Luke's Living, the craftsmanship was exceptional, but the digital presence was missing. I took in charge of developing her LinkedIn profile and online identifying, ensuring its story reaching out to the right audience. I also took the initiative to collaborate with Felix, a French luxury watchmaker, blending Jamdani textile with Swiss precision. This partnership will help us to tap the European luxury market. For the next 6 months, moving ahead, for the next 6 months, I'm planning to go ahead with the following. For the first and the second month, I'll be focusing on brand presence. For the third and fourth month, I would be looking into finalizing the partnership with Felix and expanding it into different parts of the world and the exhibitions out there. For the month 5th and 6th, I will be looking into upscaling the eco-presence and developing artisans, empowering artisan stories, and redefining slow luxury. Towards the end, I would like to say that Luke's Living, it's not just about selling textiles. It's about perceiving the legacy, empowering artisans, and redefine slow luxury. With every piece we create, we are changing the world, one cloth at a time. And it's just a beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Next up, we have Harsh Soni, who have been working with Darjeeling Momos. This enterprise is known for its authentic Darjeeling food, momos, and everything other than that. They also are trying to promote sustainable and healthy food right now. Thank you so much. Harsh, can you take up the stage? Yeah.
A very pleasant afternoon to everyone present here. The moment we hear the word Darjeeling, the first thought that comes in our mind is tea. But why just limit it to just tea? Why not let's talk about the momos that exist there? The authentic ones, the most tastiest ones, right? So let's talk about it. I work with Alifia Rahman, who is an entrepreneur, and she works and has created authentic momos. Authentic momos, when we speak about it, in general circumstances, the ones who reside in Kolkata, they know how terrible momos are at times. They add everything and anything possible. But Alifia ma'am makes sure to make authentic style momos. And you know what? The best part, she's also a registered vendor of the American Center. Speaking of the business model canvas, she primarily works on curating momos, salads, and other delicacies. And at the same time, she also tries to create energy bars. Our main primary focus of consumers are people who work in corporate areas, students, people working in colleges, and of course, people and also parties and stuff. The basic cost structure includes staff, gas, and packaging products. And the revenue is primarily earned through the most important pay on delivery. They have their own delivery personnel who deliver food directly from their business directly to the consumers. Moving on, let's talk about the interventions that we have made so far. We primarily use social media platforms instead of Zomato or Swiggy because we think that is a more better way and more efficient way when we work on a small scale. So we work on Instagram, we work on WhatsApp, and also Facebook, and also word of mouth. And we also try to take live taste tests and reviews from people who consume the momos or other products. And last but not the least, the people who are there in this college, they know that we also have a food truck downstairs, which is working and flourishing right now. And moving on, let's talk about the future plans. We really want to work upon our social media. We want to use the social media algorithm to our benefit so that we can do as much possible as free advertisement and promotion. And speaking of promotion, we also are thinking to work with content creators, the local ones, because why not, right? And because it also helps us to give live reviews and at the same time get information and reach on local level. And we also aim to have bulk orders during the season time because it really helps to have more consumer base and word of mouth increase. And last but not the least, to expand the food truck. The current food truck is only one, but we try to aim to have more than 2 to 3 at this point of time. Darjeeling Momos at this point tries to make authentic momos, and the most impressive part is at this point of time we are trying to create gluten-free momos and nut-free momos, as well as other momos that can be edible for the people who have allergies, because we understand cravings are real in nature. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Harsh. Now let's hear from Khushi, who has been working with Hiza by Humera. This brand is known for its exclusive gowns and accessories that redefine elegance and style.
Imagine stepping into a world where every dream tells a story and every gown makes you feel like royalty. My name is Khushi Gupta. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to the enchanted world of Hiza by Humera, where fairy tales aren't just read, they are born. Let me introduce you to the magic behind the brand Humera Parveen, a NIFT alumni with a fierce passion for fashion and a vision to redefine couture. At Hiza, we don't just design gowns, we craft wearable dreams for our customers every occasion and function. Our mission is to empower women with timeless elegance, because why follow trends when you can set them? Now, how we are turning dreams into reality, let us take a quick look on it. We create handcrafted, exclusive, customizable base designs for our customers every occasion and function. With that, our direct sales from exhibitions and primary sources, our revenue streams includes sales from moving on, our key partners are fabric suppliers from Bangladesh, Surat, and event organizer spaces, local PR agencies for exhibition and promotion. Now, moving on, my intervention done so far in the business, so I have participated in multiple exhibitions, boosted followers and engagements via tailoring content and analytics. With that, I have created research for Gen Z and young adult trends, aligning design with market demands, brand and market demands. Moving on, my future plans with Hiza by Humera are hosting 1 or 2 exhibitions month in high footfall venues, malls and luxury hotels. Applying for government grants, example MSME schemes, or seek angel investors for the post 1 year. Open a flagship studio in Kolkata showrooms, workshops to centralize operations, partnership with 2 or 3 luxury boutiques in Kolkata for consignment sales. Thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you so much, Khushi. Thank you. Next, we have Sanjana Mukherjee and Sneha Mondol, who have been supporting Amuktika Eco Private Limited. This enterprise is a one-stop solution for eco-friendly gifts and products. Sanjana and Sneha, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sanjana Mukherjee, and I have with me Sneha Mondol, and today we will be presenting Amuktika. To know more about the business, Amuktika means free from any bondages. Founded by entrepreneurial couple Srimati Mandra Karmakar and Shri Shubham Das in September 2015, it's a manufacturing business with the main goal of producing eco-friendly products at the rate of plastic products to mass production. Having worked as advisors in the previously known Ministry of Human Resource Development, both our entrepreneurs have always been incredibly passionate about sustainability and waste management, which serve to provide the framework for Amuktika. The business initially started with very few resources, but we have been growing steadily ever since with a current sales growth percentage of 73.22. Up next, we have the BMC.
Amuktika isn't just a business, it's a movement. Thank you. Amuktika isn't just a business, it's a movement, a female-led brand built on community and sustainability. We are committed to make a real impact while meeting our global SDG goals. Our work lies within product development, supply chain management, manufacturing to ensure that our eco-friendly products reach our customers worldwide. From our 3 manufacturing units to our growing presence on Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho, we are constantly expanding. With a B2B and B2C revenue model, we achieved 12 lakh last year and aiming for 20 lakh this year. While our cost covers mainly capital management, manufacturing, material, and our capital investments over 13 lakh to keep us on our strong growing path. Our website, retailers, advertisement, connects us with eco-conscious consumers, retailers, and small businesses that offers affordable, customizable, and sustainable solutions. Here we have our 2 main partners, ZWI Ecological Solutions Trust and Alcesar Impact, to support us through it all. Up next, we have our interventions.
Moving on to the interventions, here we have attached a picture from our physical visit to Amuktika, where we were able to see the raw materials directly sourced to make the products. Another picture attached is that of Mandala ma'am with our principal, Dr. Runa Biswas ma'am of Shivnath Shastri College. As part of our interventions, we've held draft proposals and supply products to our own college. We've also been communicating directly with Amuktika's team and customers to ensure quality service and smooth functioning. In the next slide, we have provided a bar graph to represent some of our work done. As shown, we've been involved with managing a lot of Amuktika's administration works, which also includes creating bills to be sent out to customers, helping to manage the company database, listing products on the company website, participating in audit team meetings, and careful arrangement of product ages and codes to aid the GST filing process. Up next, we have the plan of action.
For our next plan of action, we are launching a free educational course, manufacturing 100% true organic products, working with tribal sectors, and a target sales of 1 crore this year. In today's day and age where climate change issues are on rise, Amuktika provides us a one-stop solution for eco-friendly gifts and products.
And with this, we'd like to conclude our presentation today. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute honor to work with Amuktika and to be able to present in front of such an esteemed audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanjana and Sneha. Now we welcome Samiksha and Srishti, who have been working with Purple Karigar. This brand blends heritage craftsmanship with contemporary design to create exquisite handmade crochet products. Samiksha and Srishti, the stage is yours. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Srishti Shah.
And I'm Samiksha Dubey.
And today we are representing Purple Karigar, where tradition meets contemporary. Let's know about our business. Purple Karigar was founded by an award-winning designer, Joita Poddar Chaudhary, who has experience of about 25 years in this field. Purple Karigar is not just a brand. It's more than that. We preserve traditional artworks and convert them into modern designs to present them to you. Let's move forward to our products. These are our products. So Samiksha, don't you think we shall elaborate about our business model canvas to them?
Absolutely, Srishti. Now everyone, let's take a closer look to how we operate. We are strong partnerships with women artisans and craftsmen. We are also focusing on partnerships with multiple NGOs. As for our key activities, we focus on training and developing artisans and craftsmen, and also focusing on our global presence. If you were to talk about our key resources, that could be our raw materials and instruments, and also the artisans and craftsmen. Let's talk about the value propositions. Our products are eco-friendly, they are sustainable, and they are handcrafted. We cater our products to the ones who are willing to have a sustainable life, and also to corporate buyers and luxury hotels. If we were to talk about the channels, that could be the exhibitions, corporate orders, exports, and even event bulk orders. As for our revenue streams, we get our revenue from exhibitions, workshops, e-com marketplaces, and so on. If you were to talk about the cost structure of our company, that could be purchase of our raw materials and instruments, training and developing our artisans, and also logistic expenses. Let's move on to the interventions done by us so far. As for the interventions, we have done market research for more than 300 shops and stores in different places like Ireland, Dubai, New York, and London. We have also focused on content creation, like we have understood the market trends and thereby creating contents, engaging contents so that we can attract more customers. As for our brochure building, we have focused on creating attractive description about our products that we could engage our B2B collaborations. We can move forward to the plan of action for the next month. Srishti, you may take over.
Thank you. For the upcoming 6 months, we plan on improving our packaging, pitching more B2B collaborations from entrepreneurs, improving our website, like developing our website and increasing our sales. For the upcoming 12 months, we plan on minimum 5 to 10 bulk orders and collaborations with minimum 5 to 10 marketplaces. And for the upcoming 18 months, we plan on minimum 10 bulk orders and minimum collaborations for about 10 to 15 marketplaces. As we conclude,
we keep our heritage alive.
One stitch at a time.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Samiksha. Thank you so much, Srishti. Next, let's hear from Tania Chaudhary, who has been working with Raj's Confections. This home-based bakery serves fresh homemade cakes in delicious flavors. Tania, over to you.
Ice, sugar and delight cream. Small idea, a big sweet dream. Mixing, mixing day and night. Baking cakes with pure delight. Hello everyone, I am Tania Chaudhary from THK Jain College, currently working as a student volunteer with EWG. I am privileged to work with my entrepreneur, Mrs. Rupa Basak, who owns a home bakery named Raj Confection. Moving to about the business, so Raj Confection is a in-house bakery where she bakes up freshly homemade cakes that is not only made with fine ingredients but also with so much love. Moving to next slide. Moving to business model canvas. So in a world full of people, where people crave delicious yet healthy treats, our bakery stands out. We provide cakes with no preservatives, made with natural ingredients and priced effectively. Our cakes has an extended shelf life and can be customized accordingly to make your special day more special. Our cost structure basically includes the ingredients of all the ingredients of all the product that is used to make our cake, and delivery charges and packaging. We ensure that the cakes reaches to customer in a perfect and condition. Moving to the key resources, which includes delight cream, cocoa powder, cake base, and many materials that is used to design and customize cakes. Next up, we have our revenue stream, which is the direct sales of cakes from since it's a homemade bakery, so the channels is basically you can order it from the through calls, and you will just deliver the cake to you, or you can just come in the bakery and pick it up from there. Next up, we have like moving to the next slide, we can have the intervention done so far. So when I entered her business, I help her to get her business registered. Moving forward, seeing the convenience of people, I have also made a QR code for her menu. You can just scan through the code and get to the new modified price list and catalog that I've recently prepared under her supervision. We have made it to make it more customer preference, like according to customer preferences way. And I have also given her some amazing business ideas that will really help to expand her business more. Moving forward to plan of action for the next month. So first we are going to revamp the visiting card where we will like make it look more professional and identical. Then we will work on making a new brand logo to give the market a different identity in the market. Next up, we will enhance the social media presence so that we can contact with more customers and get reviews directly. Then we're going to design and print the most eye-catching banners for the local promotions in her nearby bakery, that is Synthimore. Then we are to expand her business more wider. We are going to get listed on her Swiggy and Zomato so that her case could reaches to wider audience. So I would like to conclude it that by step, we are taking small baby steps to make this business into a brand-oriented with more convenience, customer preferences, and not forgetting the quality of the product. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tania. And finally, our last presentation, we have Priya Shaha, who has been working with Bedazzling. The startup jewelry brand from Kolkata aims to bring confidence to women through exclusively crafted jewelry with a special focus on natural stone collections. Priya, please go ahead.
So our jewelry is only to match with our outfits? I don't think so. Neither does Munmun Shah Poddar. So a very good afternoon to everyone present here. I am Priya Shah, a student volunteer at EWG, introducing you to Bedazzling, founded by respected Munmun Shah Poddar. So Bedazzling is a D2C Kolkata-based ethnic jewelry brand. We try to empower women by boosting their confidence with our exclusive handcrafted jewelry pieces. Moving on to the BMC. So we collaborate with local artisans and craftsmen across India. Our unique designs, exclusive handcrafted jewelry collections, and commitment to sustainability set us apart. We provide personalized customer service, styling guidance, and promote sustainability through our plantable thank you cards. Our target audience is women aged 25 to 45 seeking unique customized jewelry pieces. We reach our customers through our e-commerce platforms, that is social media and our website. And our revenue streams are online sales, exhibition sales, and word of mouth. Our cost structure includes exhibition costs, marketing, and branding expenses. So since I have joined Bedazzling, I have tried to implement certain key interventions. First is social media growth. So since I have joined Bedazzling, we commit to 4 engagement per week, and it has shown us results in numbers. And I have also tried to enhance the aim from jewelry selling to also jewelry styling. When I participate in exhibitions, it's not only jewelry sellings, but also reaching out to potential customers. I've also tried to enhance the customer relationship management and develop platform-specific strategies. I've also assisted her in data management, and I've also tried to pitch to fashion designers for collaboration on fashion walks. So next, our future plans. So we plan to organize workshops and webinars regarding jewelry styling and jewelry making. And we also plan to continue our new style page that I have introduced to Bedazzling. We also plan to collaborate with women entrepreneurs with zero investment. We will be promoting their designs on our page. And we also plan to create a new social media accounts like LinkedIn and YouTube. And that's all. Thanks for hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priya. That brings us to the end of today's presentations. Let's have a big round of applause for all our student volunteers. They have worked really hard. They have a long journey ahead as well. I would invite Professor Arijita Datta to take over the stage now.
So, good evening, everybody. So, we are almost in the last leg of our two-day international conference come presentations. So, this is our last session. So, let me now request the iconic women entrepreneurs representing several businesses based mostly in Kolkata, one by one, and we would like to hear small reflections about our presentation, our students' presentations, or the encouragement that they can give, or any suggestions that we can expect. So first, I'd like to call upon Mrs. Shushmita Roy, representing Bengal Jewelry. Here, Shushmita, would you please come over? And Shormishadi, can you please come to present the small token of gift from EWG. All these are made by our entrepreneurs. I would request Shormishadi, Ashram. So can we have the microphone, and Shushmita, a quick response from you would be highly appreciated.
I'm really happy coming here, and I learned many things from here. I mean to say, many things. This much I can tell you. Really, I feel great and honored to come and participate.
Any suggestion for the individual presenters or anything that you can think that they can do? Because they are the pillars of our entire program.
Yes.
So they run the program.
Yes, you are right. In my business also, my daughter and son join us. And that way I think we are blessed, because we do our business the way we used to. But they put many new things which we don't know. So that way
can I have the honor to have your daughter who is present here on the stage, please?
Sure. I told her you should come and see.
Please. So a big round of applause, students. So these are our role models. We would like to work on these kinds, not just because of their family business, but as Shushmita points out, the new energy, the new thoughts, and the new ideas that make the business running.
We are just now following them.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, thank you, Shushmita. Thank you. So next, I'd have the honors to call upon Ms. Shalini Biswas, representing the Easy Note Private Limited. Shalini, can you please come and Mishri? Thank you so much, and quick. Okay, sure.
So it's always a pleasure to be here. I have been associated with this organization for a while, and I'm totally inspired today. Students and entrepreneurs turning dreams into actions. The dedication that you have shown, the planning that you have given, I think it's a great start. You know, and what we have seen today You know, when we start, we always have that fear that, am I going to be accepted? Am I going to be liked? Is my project going to be accepted in the market? So there are few things that at the presentation I have, I took those points as brand identity. You know, that's very important. To be seen in the market, the industry that you're catering to, make sure you're seen, you're visible in the market of the work that you're doing. Because if you're quietly doing it, that is not the purpose of an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur has the power to change one's lifestyle and life, along with taking a whole lot of people and elevating their life as well. So I think it's a huge responsibility as an entrepreneur when you take up this journey. You're going to be changing your own lifestyle and also help a lot of people, a lot of families to change their way of life. There's this one thing that I have picked up, I'm copying that comment, that either you be in a secured job and the poverty that comes with it, or you be an entrepreneur, challenge, take up all the challenges and beat the show and be a leader in your industry. I wish each one of you well, and I hope to see you all as very successful entrepreneurs one day.
Okay, thank you, Shalini. Yes, Shalini has come to our program earlier as a motivating speaker in some of our workshops as well. So next, may I have on stage Mrs. Koel Ghosh, representing Calcutta Waterworks Infrastructure Private Limited, who are the largest swimming pool contractors in eastern and entire northeast India. So Koel is here. Just to share, a very long-time friend of myself, both Shushmita and Koel, I know them for most probably over 20 years now. So Koel, some quick reflections.
Thank you so much, Orijita, for inviting me to this place. It's been an absolute honor and a complete pleasure to hear such wonderful presentations from such young minds. Now, as an entrepreneur myself, I see there are two very distinct areas where you can start your journey. One is you start something of your own, which means you have an idea, you build it up from scratch, and you take it to places. The other is where you have something already there in terms of a family business, or when you take over a business from somebody and you build up. So I think what I've seen in the presentations today, all of you are on the right track in the sense that you are starting at the right starting point in terms of knowing who your audience is. That's very important, who it is you are catering to. And then taking, as one presenter said, baby steps to ensure that what has gone past, what has worked, continues working, what has not worked, you kind of, improve on that. And it's very important to stay relevant with the times. So social media is good, LinkedIn is very good, the various platforms that we have which can further your reach must all be taken advantage of. But remember one thing, while we're looking at sustainability, we're looking at securing and preserving our environment, it's something that we are taking on a huge responsibility, and it's power in your hands. So as you've heard in the movies, with great power comes great responsibility. So work well, work hard, and just focus on preserving your passion and focus on the task at hand. The success will automatically follow. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Koel. Thank you. Next, I'd like to move on to Mrs. Arpita Mitra, Director, DTDC Express Private Limited. So, Arpita. So, a few quick words, Arpita, from you for the students, for the entrepreneurs, for us, all of us.
Thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me. She's been here a couple of times. This is my first time. But what I can say is, as a person who's coming here for the first time, watching these young kids present, come up on stage. Some of them were absolutely, they didn't have any stage fright. They knew their content. They knew what they have done. And what I could see, all the students have really worked with their entrepreneurs. It's a different thing that at that point in time, when you were on stage, something happened, you lost your train of thought, and it's perfectly all right. We all do it. We all do it, and that should never hold you back. As entrepreneurs, as students also you're entrepreneurs. You are selling your brand. You yourself are a brand, and you're selling that. You're selling your concepts, what you have, One thing I want to tell the students is that when you're up on stage or anywhere when you're speaking, please remember you're speaking about what you have done. Nobody else has had that experience which you have had. So no one can tell you it's right, wrong, how good it was or how wrong it was. Absolutely no one has the right to say that. It's your experience. And I want you to be your own cheerleader first. That goes a long way in your life, trust me. Whatever you decide to do in your life, be your own cheerleader. There will be people with you, behind you, beside you, against you, but you are the one who is going to be there for you all through your life. Remember that.
Thank you, Urpita, for very, very encouraging words. Thank you. পশ্চিমবঙ্গের ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়ালাইজেশন গ্রোথ এটার সাথে কারেন্টলি ঘোষ ফ্যামিলির কানেকশন ইজ আ বিগ ওয়ে সো ক্যান আই নাও রিকোয়েস্ট মিসেস নীলিমা ঘোষ ফাউন্ডার নকশি ক্রিয়েশনস প্রাইভেট লিমিটেড টু বি অন দ্য স্টেজ ম্যাডাম আপনার কাছ থেকে একটু কিছু শুনলে ভালো লাগবে যেখানে স্টুডেন্টরা একটু এনকারেজ ফিল করবে আসতে আর একটু তার সাথে আমরা আপনি একটু অল্প কিছু বললে আমাদের সবার খুব ভালো লাগবে
Thank you. Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Nilima Ghosh. আমাকে স্টেজে তোলার আগেই ওনারা বাংলায় আমাকে ইন্ট্রোডিউস করিয়েছেন, তার মানে আমি পুরো বাঙালি এখনও মনে হচ্ছে। থ্যাংক ইউ সবাইকে। তো বন্ধন জার্নি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল থেকেই শুরু হয়। আমি মানে এতটাই প্রাউড ফিল করছি আজকে এখানে এসে যে কিছু বলতে পারবো বলে, এবং অনেক কিছু দেখেছি শুনেছি যেটা আমাকে ইন্সপায়ার্ড করে যে আরও অনেক কিছু করার। আজকে থেকে 50 বছর আগে যখন আমি ভেবেছি মেয়েদের কি হবে, জন্মের পরে যখন আমি বললাম আমি পৃথিবী দেখব, তখন আমার ফ্যামিলি, আমার প্যারেন্টসরা ভীষণভাবে স্কেয়ার্ড ফিল করতো, ওর কি হবে। আমরা 5 বোন, 4 জন পুরো সংসারী, কিন্তু ও কেন এরকম, সে ভাবনাটা তাদেরকে ভীষণভাবে সংকুচিত করতো, আমরা ভয় পেত সারাক্ষণ। কিন্তু আজকে 50 বছর পরে যখন আমি আমার স্বপ্নটাকে দেখি, তখন সত্যিকার অর্থে আমার শরীরে ভীষণভাবে রোমান্স বা শিহরিত হয়। তো সেটা আমার জন্য ভীষণ বড় পাওয়া। আজকের দিনে যারা আমার এখানে রয়েছে সবাই আমার খুব কাছের লোক, আর যারা আজকে এখানে রয়েছেন, কিছু মহারথী রয়েছেন, কিছু আমাদের নতুন সাকসেসররা রয়েছেন, তাদের জয় অবশ্যম্ভাবী। এবং বন্ধন যেটা মাইক্রো ফাইন্যান্স নিয়ে শুরু করেছেন, যে মাইক্রো লেভেল থেকে উইমেন এন্টারপ্রেনারদের নিয়েই কাজ, তাদেরকে স্বনির্ভর করারই কাজ। যেখানে আমার ঘরে আমার হাজব্যান্ড যেখানে মহিলাদের উন্নয়নের কথা ভেবেছেন, সেখানে আমাকে আর কে পায়। তো সেখান থেকে ঘর থেকে বেরিয়ে এখন আমি গ্রামে গঞ্জে ছুটে বেড়াই, এবং আমার যেটা নকশির কাজ সেটা নট ফর মাই বিজনেস, সেটা হচ্ছে বন্ধন মাইক্রোফিন্যান্স যে লোনটা প্রোভাইড করে আর্টিসানদের, তাদের প্রোডাক্টগুলো আমার প্ল্যাটফর্মে, নকশি ক্রিয়েশন প্ল্যাটফর্মে ওরা শোকেস করে, এবং মাই রেসপন্সিবিলিটি ইজ এগুলো হচ্ছে বিক্রি করে তাদেরকে রিটার্ন দেওয়া। তো সেই জায়গাটাই আমি রয়েছি। আগে 7 স্টোর ছিল, বর্তমানে কোভিডের পরে আমরা সব ক্লোজ করতে বাধ্য হই। নতুন করে আমরা হয়তো আবার এক্সপানশন শুরু করব। আপনাদের সবার আশীর্বাদ ভালোবাসা যেন আমাদের পাশে থাকে, নকশি প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেন সবার প্ল্যাটফর্ম হয়ে থাকে, সেই চেষ্টাটাই আমরা করে যাব এবং আপনারা পাশে থাকুন। ধন্যবাদ সকলকে। আর নতুন যারা সাকসেসর আছে তাদের জন্য আমার শুভেচ্ছা বাণী, যে কোনো হেল্পিং হ্যান্ড যদি আমাকে লাগে প্লিজ এসো, আমি তোমাদের সাথে আছি। ধন্যবাদ সকলকে, ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you so much, Mrs. Ghosh, and probably her words make us again believe যে ভাষাটা শুধু মনের কথাটা প্রকাশের জন্য নয়, it has no barriers. Language is no barrier. I'm sure whatever she has expressed has reached every one of us. So may I now call upon Mrs. Sunita Shastri, who has come from Peoria, Illinois, and we are proud to have you, ma'am, as in this forum. So we would be honored to with some quick reflections on on these presentations.
Good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. I have come with the students from Bradley University, and some of you know Dr. Mary Conway, who's been doing all this work with all your students. I was delighted to listen to each and every one of them. You should be very proud of what you're doing. You are putting in an effort. I was charmed that all of you talked about your social media presence. As we all know, at least I'm past that age perhaps, but you have to make yourself known, and there is no easier and cheaper way than doing it via social media. Social media gets a lot of bad rap. People say, oh, it's bad, you know. It causes several problems, perhaps, but I think for all of you, it's going to be the way for you to achieve your goals, whatever they are. I was told to just say a little bit about the fact that I have some knowledge of both cultures, not only of course, as an Indian of India, but also of America. And what I will say is, in terms of confidence, I was really astonished how confident everybody was in their presentations, how much effort they had put into it. You are second to none anywhere in the world. Just be aware of that. The only other suggestion I have for any of you who are working with any product which is beyond India is just be aware. Be aware of what you call it, whether it can be pronounced in other cultures, whether it can be understood, if there is any problem. I will give you an example. In United States, and Mary can tell you this, there is this famous beauty product line or whatever, which is ULTA, which I guess is a way they're saying, oh, it's ultra great. But ULTA, to me, as somebody who was brought up in Delhi, means ulta. And I would never buy a product which calls itself ulta. So just be aware that, you know, if you are marketing to anybody beyond your own culture, even to another part of India, just be aware of the cultural factors, because they do play a role, and they may decide whether you are accepted or not. Again, thank you very much for inviting me to be here. As I said, I was just coming here to have fun. It's only my second visit to Kolkata, so I appreciate all your hospitality and all your graciousness. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, with all permissions from all of you, can we call upon our presenting students on the stage to have a photograph with these iconic women, leaders of today's Kolkata? And can I also request Dr. Conway our Global Director of EWG to be with us for a photo session, along with Atrey Mitra, who is our Program Director, Jitesh, and Sanjana. Can we all have a group photo with all of you? Students, would you like to stand here, sit down? I'm sure there will be some place for me as well. So, as we all try to wrap up this tiring 2 days presentations, academic deliberations, knowledge about social entrepreneurship, discussions about business, discussions about happiness with business, all good things must come to an end, and hence, so basically we are here to offer our thanks to all of you. Can we have just 2 minutes, Shalini? Just 2 minutes? Can I just wrap up and then go with the free flowing as well? So I take the responsibility of offering my thanks, vote of thanks. No gratitude is enough to the entire administration of SNU, who has not only given this venue, support, and whatnot, each and everything. Whatever was not that, even there was not we were not carrying the clipboard. Pradip da clipboard chai. So a big round of applause for the entire SNU team. We are grateful, of course, me and Shurmisha Di belonging to University of Calcutta, so far the best public university which is funded by a state government. Still it is University of Calcutta. So our administration has been quite supportive, and we will have to say thank you to all of them. Then ICSSR had a generous grant for this conference. And don't forget that this is not just a 2-day event, it is actually a 10-day event for our 10-year celebration. So a very long celebration. And tomorrow the entire team is actually going off for another immersion in Gangtok. So that is the last leg of our 10-year celebration. I do not, in all these events, when I am giving the vote of thanks, I am not giving any thanks to my teammates, Shurmisha Di and Dr. Conway. As I always say, we are like family. So I am grateful that I am a part of this forum. I am a part of this EWG, where I get to know such inspiring people, such inspiring entrepreneurs, and also the students. Can I also specially mention and have here Konkona Paul? Konkona, can you have you? Who has been working with me specially for the conference. So a good round of applause for her. She has done everything right, from making the vouchers to putting the money inside the envelope, asking everything, and of course, prochur bokuni kheyeche amar kache. Ekটু ভুল হলেই বকুনি খায়, but as I always say, that's a part of learning. আমরা সেটা মন থেকে বিশ্বাস করি. I'm sure that she has a very, very bright future. not only within AWG but also beyond it. And Atri, who has put such an effort for the entire show, বোলপুরে কি খাবো আর কি খাবারটা পাচ্ছি না, চাউমিনটা কম ছিল, তার জন্যও বকুনিটা ও খেয়েছে. So it was incredible to have her in my team. She happens to be my classe pora chhatri, so I'm more proud of her than probably anybody in the team. So thank you very much, Atri. A special thank you to Professor Pradeep Dattagupta, without whom প্রদীপদার স্পেশালিটি হচ্ছে বাকি সবাই উঠে এলেন আর প্রদীপদা নিজের নাম শুনেই বসে পড়লেন, দাঁড়িয়েছিলেন কিন্তু. প্রদীপদার অন্য পরিচয় আছে, বাকিরা সবাই জানেন, সেটা বলছি না. কিন্তু প্রদীপদা না থাকলে সত্যিই কনফারেন্সটা তুলতে অসুবিধা হতো. এসএনইউর মধ্যেও এই ওনার নামটা বলাটা খুব দরকার. অ্যান্ড অফকোর্স পত্রালিকাদি, who is our SNU scholar. Patalikadi, can you please have on the stage? She is the next SNU scholar to EWG. আমি আর শর্মিষ্ঠাদি যেটা ক্যালকাটা ইউনিভার্সিটির ব্যানারে করি, পত্রালিকাদি সেটা এসএনইউর ব্যানারে করবে. পত্রালিকাদির সাথে আমার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন রাইট ফ্রম দ্য 90s. আমরা সেম ইউনিভার্সিটিতে পাশাপাশি হস্টেলে থাকতাম. So we know a lot about each other, so let's not discuss there here. So, and তার সাথে special thanks to all those immersion participants who have come all the way from Brazil, all the way from US, and have contributed very, very significantly in our entire program. So thank you, Angela, thank you, Lorena. We also have, apart from Mary, of course, Evie is going to join us. And we also, she is not here, Anisha Pandey is not here, but she has also worked. She was our EWG change maker, and she has worked tremendously, though she does not work with her. But she has been our volunteer even now. She has done all the travel arrangements. So a big thank you to Anisha. So that's how a good cheer to our entire EWG team, and not just to all the women and men present here. We vouch to come back with our crystal anniversary, which is the 15th. After 5 years, we are going to be here or somewhere else in the with the new members, new institutes coming up under EWG. But আমরা আসছি আবার 15 বছরের অ্যানিভার্সারি এরকম করেই আরো আনন্দ করে করব. We look forward to the students, and the students, যেটা সুস্মিতা বলল, আমরা কিন্তু এই বয়সে এসে স্টুডেন্টসদের কাছ থেকে অনেক কিছু শিখি এবং তারাই আমাদের শেখায়. এই যে আজকে খুশি বলতে গিয়ে একটু ভুলে গেল, তার জন্য ওর যে মনে কষ্টটা হচ্ছে, আমি ওকে বললাম এরম বহু ভুলে আমি নিজে গেছি, স্টেজে উঠে কি বলতে হবে ভুলে যাই, এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না, এটাই তোমার লার্নিং প্রসেস. আর তোমার সঙ্গে আমরাও শিখি যে কিভাবে we need to be back with a vengeance. So thank you all, thank you. I stop here, and at this moment I'm very, very emotional. I remember the day when I started my journey with them. Thank you very much.
A very good afternoon. I think I'll just say Professor Orijita Dotto has thanked everyone except herself. So a big round of applause for ma'am for coordinating each and everything from, I think we have had an experience of 2 days, but she's handling it for the last so many days and maybe so many months. So thank you ma'am for all this, and I would just like to announce that the tea has been served. Kindly please go and have a tea break, and then we are retiring for this day today. Hope to meet you all again at some other event, at some other locations. So wish you all a safe journey ahead. Thank you so much. And I would like to mention the EWG team of Sister Nivedita University, as well as the volunteers of Sister Nivedita University. Thank you so much for bearing with us. I mean, right from a week before coming to the campuses and doing the works and, you know, tiring and everything. Yesterday, going back at 9 o'clock. Today, again, coming back at 9 o'clock. So thank you so much. There are no words to thank you all. Thank you so much. I love you all. I really love you. Thank you. Attention please, a key was found in the placement cell. If any one of you have lost it, please kindly collect it. Placement cell. Placement cell.